welcome to Education Plus. Professor K.L. Narayana, Icfai Tech Director, Patasala, Icfai, Hyderabad. అతను మెకానికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ సీనియర్ ప్రొఫెసర్. అతను నైపుణ్యం ఉన్న రంగాలలో 3D ప్రింటింగ్ కూడా ఉంది. ర్యాపిడ్ ప్రోటోటైపింగ్, కైనమాటిక్ అనాలిసిస్, రోటర్ డైనమిక్స్. అతనికి 35 సంవత్సరాల పారిశ్రామిక బోధన పరిశోధన అనుభవం ఉంది. అతను జాతీయ స్థాయిలో ప్రసిద్ధ విశ్వవిద్యాలయాలు మరియు సంస్థలలో వేర్వేరుగా అధిక పాత్రలు మరియు హోదాలను పోషించారు. అతను కాన్పూర్లోని ఇండియన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆఫ్ టెక్నాలజీలో ర్యాపిడ్ ప్రోటోటైపింగ్ పై తన డాక్టరల్ పరిశోధనలు జరిపారు మరియు 2006లో ఆంధ్ర విశ్వవిద్యాలయం నుండి డాక్టరల్ డిగ్రీ పొందారు. అతను 1993లో సంబల్పూర్ విశ్వవిద్యాలయం నుండి మాస్టర్స్ ఇన్ మెషిన్ డిజైన్ అండ్ ఎనాలిసిస్ మరియు 1984లో నాగార్జున విశ్వవిద్యాలయం నుండి మెకానికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్లో బ్యాచిలర్ డిగ్రీని పూర్తి చేశారు. అతను తన నైపుణ్యం ఉన్న రంగంలో బలమైన పరిశోధన ధోరణి మరియు అభ్యాసం కలిగి ఉన్నారు. అతను 3.10 కోట్ల విలువైన గవర్నమెంట్ పరిశోధన నిధులు మరియు ప్రాజెక్టులని నిర్వహించారు. అతను కొన్ని పేటెంట్లని మంజూరు చేసి ప్రచురించారు. అతను ప్రసిద్ధ అంతర్జాతీయ పత్రికలు మరియు పుస్తక అధ్యాయాలలో 48 వ్యాసాలు ప్రచురించారు మరియు 28 అంతర్జాతీయ సమావేశాలలో పత్రాలు సమర్పించారు. తన విద్యార్థుల అవసరాలను తీర్చడానికి అనేక స్వల్పకాలిక కోర్సులు ఇచ్చారు. అతను అంతర్జాతీయ మరియు జాతీయ సమావేశాలకు వనరుల వ్యక్తి మరియు అనేక సెషన్లకి అధ్యక్షత వహించారు. అతను చాలా మంది డాక్టరల్ విద్యార్థులకు మార్గనిర్దేశం చేస్తున్నారు. అతను ఫెలో ఆఫ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీర్స్, IME, CMSI మరియు ISTI వంటి ప్రసిద్ధ ప్రొఫెషనల్ బాడీలలో చురుకైన జీవిత సభ్యుడు మరియు IEలో చార్టెడ్ ఇంజనీర్. అతను అనేక సంస్థలకి బోర్డు సభ్యులలో ఒకరు మరియు బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్. అతను ఉత్తమ అకాడమిక్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్, సర్వోత్తమ ఆచార్య పురస్కార్ మరియు అతని విద్యా నైపుణ్యం మరియు సహకారం కోసం అనేక ఉత్తమ ఉపాధ్యాయ అవార్డులు వంటి అనేక అవార్డులని అందుకున్నారు. ప్రొఫెసర్ K.L. నారాయణ గారు ప్రస్తుతం మనతో పాటు స్టూడియోలో ఉన్నారు. వారితో మాట్లాడదాం. నమస్తే అండి.
నమస్కారం అండి.
మీ గురించి చాలా లెందీగా తెలుసుకునే ప్రయత్నం అయితే చేశారు చాలా మంది ఇప్పుడు ప్రోగ్రామ్లు. సో ముందుగా ఇక్ఫై గ్రూప్ గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం. ఇక్ఫై గురించి చెప్పండి.
ముందుగా ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని వీక్షిస్తున్న ప్రేక్షకులందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. ఇక్ఫై ఈజ్ నాట్ ఏ సింగిల్ యూనివర్సిటీ. ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ అంబ్రెల్లా ఆఫ్ 11 యూనివర్సిటీస్. ఆల్ అవర్ 11 యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఆర్ ఇన్ డిఫరెంట్ స్టేట్స్. దిస్ ఇక్ఫై umbrella of universities is established in the year 1984 by Sri N.J. Yashasvi Garu with high value systems and a noble purpose. He wants to provide education to the middle class students, to the middle class families, particularly in rural areas. That is the reason why most of our universities are in different states, situated in outskirts of many villages. We have 11 universities under this umbrella, along with 9 business schools, 9 law schools and 7 tech schools.
ఓకే, అయితే IFHE యూనివర్సిటీ యొక్క ప్రత్యేకతలు ఒకసారి చెప్పండి మీ మాటల్లో.
IFHE is Icfai Foundation for Higher Education. It is one of the 11 universities of Icfai, which is situated in Dontanpalli near Shankarpalli at Hyderabad. IFHE has 5 constituent schools or units. IFHE University is deemed to be university under UGC section 3 of 1956, under the Act 1956. We have technical school, business school, law school, architecture, school of architecture and school of social sciences. So all these 5 schools are come under IFHE, Icfai Foundation for Higher Education, which is deemed to be university.
అండ్ ఇక్ఫై టెక్లో ఇప్పుడు ఇంజనీరింగ్కి సంబంధించి ఎటువంటి కోర్సెస్ అందుబాటులో ఉన్నాయి?
Yeah, as I mentioned, Icfai Tech is one of the constituent units of IFHE. It is an engineering institution. We are offering both engineering courses as well as engineering programs as well as sciences programs. Coming to engineering programs, so we are offering Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science Engineering, Bachelor of Technology in Artificial Intelligence, Bachelor of Technology in Electronics and Communication Engineering, Bachelor of Technology in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, Bachelor of Technology in Artificial Intelligence and Data Sciences, and BTech in Mechanical Engineering. These are the 6 variants under engineering program, undergraduate engineering program. Similarly, we are also offering undergraduate science programs, BSc Computer Science, BSc Data Analytics, BSc Robotics and Artificial Intelligence, BSc Mathematics, BSc Physics. So these are the 5 variants under Bachelor of Science, right, in science stream. And also we are offering another 2 programs, so BCA programs with the 2 variants, BCA Computer Science, BCA Data Analytics. So these are all the programs under undergraduate level. Coming to the postgraduate level, again we have 6 programs, 3 in engineering and another 3 in sciences, MTech VLSI, MTech AI ML, and MTech Robotics and Artificial Intelligence. Similarly, we have another 3 masters program in sciences, so MSc Physics, MSc Chemistry, MSc Mathematics. So in addition to that, we are also offering PhD program, doctoral program, both in engineering stream as well as in science stream. These are all the programs so that Icfai Tech is offering under IFH University.
ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఇక్ఫై టెక్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వాలి అనుకుంటున్న స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎలిజిబుల్ క్రైటీరియా ఏమన్నా ఉంటుందా సార్?
Yeah, different programs have different eligibility criteria. Coming to engineering, so they have to write entrance test, so conducted by our university. We call it as ATIT, ATIT, right, admission test for Icfai Tech, right. So everybody has to write this ATIT test, ATIT examination, and as per the scores they get, the admission will be given. So after once they cross this ATIT examination, once they get through the ATIT examination, so the students will be called for interview based on the performance in ATIT examination as well as in the interviews. So the students will be given admission.
ఓకే, ఇది ఫర్ ఎనీ బ్రాంచ్ ఇదే?
Any branch, even for in sciences also they have to write ATIT examination followed by interview, right. And similarly for masters programs and for PhD program, so there are entrance examinations. So every aspirant has to give the examination. Based on their scores in the examination, they will be called for interview, and based on their performance in the interview and the presentations, so they will be given admission.
ఓకే. అండ్ సార్, ఇక్ఫై టెక్లో జాయిన్ అయిన స్టూడెంట్స్కి స్కాలర్షిప్స్ లాంటివి కూడా ఏమన్నా ఇస్తూ ఉంటారా? బికాస్ స్కాలర్షిప్స్ అనేవి వాళ్ళని బూస్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాయి అండ్ ఒక రకంగా వాళ్ళకి సపోర్ట్ ఇస్తూ ఉంటుంది.
So as I mentioned earlier, right, Icfai University has very high value systems, and it is started with a noble purpose, right, to give education to especially particularly to a middle class families, right. So we encourage good students, those who are securing good marks in +2, right. So based on their performance in intermediate or in +2, right, they will be given scholarships, merit scholarships. All the scholarships are merit scholarships only, right. So at the beginning we give merit scholarship for the first semester based on their +2 performance. Once they join, once they take the admission, based on their performance in the semesters, in various semesters, right, the scholarships will be given to the next semester, right. Based on the performance of the first semester, the scholarship will be given in the second semester. Based on the performance of the previous semester, the scholarship will be given to the current semester. So that's how the there are several slabs right? There are several slabs based on the performance. Say if in plus 2, if any student secures more than 95, we do not charge anything in the first semester. Based on the performance of the first semester, suppose if it is 9.5, 9 CGPA and above, right, he will be given 30% concession in his tuition fee. Like that, the scholarships will be given in all semesters, especially for undergraduate programs. Coming to the PhD programs, we are also giving a stipend, right? Monthly stipend of starting from 25,000. In the next year, it becomes 35,000, and the third year the stipend will be 40,000 rupees. So 25, 30 and 25, 35 and 40. Like that, every year, every month, right, the stipend will be given to the PhD scholars. So not only undergraduate students, but also we are giving stipend to postgraduate and PhD students.
ఓకే అండ్ సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఇండస్ట్రీకి అలాగే ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్కి మధ్య కొలాబరేషన్స్ కూడా ఉంటే స్టూడెంట్స్కి సపోర్టివ్గా ఉంటుంది. సో ఇక్ఫై టెక్ కూడా ఇలాంటివి ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తుందా?
Yeah, we have very good association with industry. Particularly, we send our students to internships twice in their program. Right after fourth semester, that is after second year, during summer break, we call it as a summer internship. Right, we get 8 weeks of time. Right, so the student has to visit one industry. Right, we send every student to one or the other industry, and the student has to spend 8 weeks, that means 2 months time with industry. Right, it gives kind of orientation. We orient all students so they understand so how the things are happening in the industry. Right, so they gain some knowledge, they gain some skill, and we send every student to summer internship for 8 weeks. Not only this summer internship, right, in the 7th semester or in the 8th semester, again we send all students to industry for 5.5 months. That means almost 22 weeks. Every student has to visit and spend time with industry for about 22 weeks. So this is called semester long internship, and most of the students during semester long internship, they get stipend. The company will pay monthly stipend to every student. Most of the students, they are getting stipend in most of the organizations except government organizations. Our students are getting stipend in all from all organizations. All students are getting stipend. So like that, so unlike other institutions, in Icfai Tech, right, we have 2 internships, and we are making every student spend time with industry for about 7.5 months, almost 8 months in their program. Close to 8 months they spend with industry. They gain different skills, right, from industry. So that is one aspect. Coming to the other aspect, we have Icfai Tech has MOU with NASSCOM, right? So NASSCOM is central government consortium, right, where the many IT giants, right, they are all partners. So we have MOU with NASSCOM, and these IT giants like say Amazon, Google, Cisco, all these IT giants, they offer certification programs. And since we have MOU with NASSCOM, and our students are allowed to take these certification courses, and majority of our students, almost close to 100% of our students, it is mandatory, right, they have to take certification courses from different companies offered by different IT giants. So like that, last year in 2024, Icfai Tech received award for highest enrollment, right, highest enrollment for certifications in from NASSCOM. Similarly, this year also, so our majority of our students have enrolled, and they are taking examinations, they are taking certifications from different industries. So that's how we have very close association with industry. Not only that, every semester, and we are inviting industry experts to our university, and they are taking 1 or more than some experts, they take more than one course, right, semester long course. So they come here and they teach one course, semester long course, to all our students. Like that, last year we invited almost 9 industry experts. They have taken different courses in last year, this year also, and we are planning to invite more than 10 industry experts. They may take close to 20 different courses, and they teach how these courses have been used in industry and how they are useful to the industry. So that way they are sharing their experience, and they are taking these courses, different courses, teaching to the students. That's how we have very good association with industry.
ఓకే, ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఏ విధంగా ఉంటుంది, అలాగే ల్యాబ్స్ విషయంలో కూడా ఒకసారి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి. బికాజ్ ల్యాబ్లో ఫెసిలిటీస్ అన్నీ కూడా స్టూడెంట్స్ బాగా యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకుంటే వాళ్ళకి ఫ్యూచర్లో బాగా యూజ్ అవుతుంది. సో
yeah, we have the state of art, the laboratories. Last year we got from MIT, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, we got 4.2 crores worth softwares. We call them as EDA tools. So the tools like, say, Synapsys, Xilinx, ANSYS, Cadence, so like those, these are all the tools which are very useful, and for these tools are from emerging technologies. So our student, we receive those tools at free of cost from MIT, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. We established one laboratory with 80 high-end systems, GPU systems, and we provided all these softwares in all these systems, and we are exposing all these systems to our students. Not only our students, we are also inviting students from other universities and institutions to participate and to learn these softwares, which are very useful for the industry, right, like that. So we have established the state of the art laboratory. We call it as a center for VLSI, right. So with all these softwares, not only that, we have already we have established another laboratory in electronics, right, that is CanFac laboratory, where we can fabricate semiconductor devices, we can fabricate sensors, we can fabricate, say, organic solar cells. So like that, we have that facility. The moment our honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi started semiconductor manufacturing units in 4 different places in India, right, the next month we started manufacturing semiconductor devices at Icfai Tech also, right. So, and also we have established another state of the art laboratory funded by AICTE, right. We received 90 lakhs, right. So 90 lakhs project. With this project we started Idea Lab, right. Idea Lab particularly consists of, say, both mechanical and electronics equipments, right. So the basic motto of this Idea Lab is, any student with any idea, if we get into this laboratory, he will come out with a product, right. So that way, so we placed the different equipment and different instruments in Idea Lab, and we made it the state of the art laboratory, so that this will be useful for all students. Any student with any idea get into with the idea and come out with a product. That way we developed one Idea Lab in Icfai Tech. Not only this, we have the state of the art IoT laboratory, right, Internet of Things, and also we have many other laboratories. I can proudly say Icfai Tech is one of the universities where we have 320 high-end GPU systems, right. All our systems are very, very high-end systems, very useful to all our students.
ఓకే, అండ్ ఇప్పుడు స్టార్టప్ కంపెనీస్లో ఆ స్టార్టప్ కల్చర్ని ఎట్లాగా స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఇప్పటి నుండే ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు చదువుకుంటున్న టైంలోనే?
Fortunately, in Icfai Tech or in IFHE, in the university, we have one cell called Institute Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell, IIEC, right. The main aim of this cell is to provide say mentoring to the students, right. So we collect the ideas from different students and we try to incubate them in our institute incubator, right. So that way we this cell conducts various events like say ideathons, hackathons, and what is called different events, right, and encourage students to incubate their ideas. Not only that, the institution, this cell provides say seed grant of 2 lakhs to 5 lakhs and also workspace for every student, so that the student will come with an idea and try to transform his idea into a venture, right. So they incubate their idea and they start the startup. Later the startup will be transformed into an enterprise. So for that required resources and required encouragement, mentoring, everything will be provided by this cell. So that way the students get some exposure and they come forward to incubate their idea. Many good students have incubated and many good students have transformed their ideas into startups, and some of them are minting money and they started their enterprises. Once they leave the university, now they are running their enterprises, right, and minting money.
ఓకే. అండ్ సార్ ఇప్పుడు కోర్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ కోర్సెస్ కూడా ఉంటూ ఉంటాయి. సో అవి చదివే ఆ స్టూడెంట్స్కి తర్వాత అవకాశాలు ఎలా ఉంటాయి?
Core engineering, normally we call them as traditional engineering departments or traditional engineering programs. See, these traditional engineering programs like say mechanical engineering, electronics engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering, they are all very, very vital for any country's growth. Normally when we say the village or when we say the country is developed, right, once the village has good roads, buildings, water supply, sanitation, electricity, telecommunications or communication systems, so when the village is having all these things, then we say the village is developed, right. That means all these things are from traditional engineering, right. So we need mechanical engineering, we need civil engineering, we need electrical and electronics engineering for any country's growth, right. They are all backbone for our Indian, not only our Indian industry but also any industry in the world, right. So that way the traditional engineering so is very, very vital for any country's growth, right. And now the country also, our country also, so the India aims for self-reliance, right. So we want to develop ourselves, right. We want to increase our manufacturing, we want to increase our productivity, and thereby the imports will come down and the exports will be increased. Like that, once we increase the manufacturing, definitely the country will be developed. That's how we are doing. That we have seen even in the recent war, right. So we used most of our say defense equipment is a indigenous defense equipment, even air defense system also. So we have Akash Tir, which is developed by indigenously by our scientists. Similarly, so even BrahMos, that is also developed by indigenously developed by our scientists. So we want to be self-reliant, right, and we want to produce more and more manufacturing. See, software is for say when software works on hardware, right. Without hardware, so we cannot make software, right. We cannot use software without hardware. So the country should not be always say what is called service oriented, but it should be manufacturing oriented. Then only the country will be developed. So the core engineering is very, very useful, right, for any country's growth.
అండ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఒక్కటే కాకుండా ఓవరాల్గా ఒక స్టూడెంట్ అభివృద్ధి కోసం ఇక్ఫై టెక్ ఇంకేదన్నా స్పెషల్ సహకారం అందిస్తూ ఉందా?
Yeah, as I said, not only the core engineering but also the emerging technologies are also very, very important. They are important for innovation and say automation. So we are encouraging both, right. We are encouraging core engineers as well as the engineers coming from emerging technologies like say artificial intelligence and machine learning. Say why? Because nowadays, right, everything is interdisciplinary, and that let me explain with an example, right. If an electronic student if he has artificial intelligence, if he takes artificial intelligence, right, then he can work on, say, smart systems, right? Like that, everything is interdisciplinary. So when the core knowledge is blended with emerging technologies, that will be very useful, and these people find good offers, right, in future. So the core knowledge should be integrated with emerging technologies. So in Icfai Tech, so in all branches we introduced the emerging courses like, say, intelligent transport system and natural language processing, NLP, we call it as NLP, and similarly autonomous vehicles, introduction to artificial intelligence and data science, and machine learning based signal processing system. So like that, we introduced several emerging courses into the curriculum of every branch, irrespective of computer branches, but also in core engineering also we brought all these emerging technologies, so that all engineers will be useful to our nation, and definitely they find very good career positions.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ సార్, చాలా విషయాల గురించి తెలిపారు మా అందరి
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
కోసం.
నమస్కారం అండి.
ఇది వాటి ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ప్లస్.